can I do PGMP, program management, without doing PMP? I get this question more than I want to answer it because I do recommend going step by step, but I want to put something in a context. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. And today we have one of the person, very bright person, has been topper all his life. He had the same question with me few months back. He reached me out on 24th of March, 24th, 25th. He reached me out. He said, I am following you. I don't want to do PMP. I said, why not? And he said, it's a straightforward thing. What I am doing right now is more resonated toward the program, and I consider PMP to at a below level. I said, okay, you can do. There is no restriction as per se. I looked at his profile. He matched that, and then we had a discussion. Mr. Sami came. We had a one-to-one discussion with Mr. Fazan. Mr. Fazan joined my one-to-one program. And for those who are listening, that is $5,000. So if you want to join, just put in that context. So Mr. Fazan joined that program one to one. We started working into it. We filled his application, we guided it, we submitted the application. Once the application was submitted, we started revision class from 27 June. And then we had 35 revision classes straightforward. It was a very interesting journey. And on 9th of September, today is 11th September. On 9th of September, Mr. Fazan cleared Program Management Professional and is a certified PGMP. Congratulations, Mr. Fazan, for knocking PGMP out of the park. It has been a
Thank you very much.
marvelous journey. Mr. Sami, if you can put something on his journey.
First of all, heartiest congratulations, and we have around 6 months of this long journey. But I just want to say one thing, that once we started one-to-one with Mr. Faizan from 15th of March, we had all our classes one-to-one. We did all the questions, all the lectures in one-to-one session according to his schedule. And he is one of the person who has a lot of travel. Every week, minimum 2 to 3 days, he is out of city. He's traveling. We are not studying, but we try to engage him. We kept him up to date. And then in mid of June, he was very much straightforward. He was doing everything good, but suddenly, because of his office work, suddenly he said that, sir, I feel I'm back to zero. What shall we do? And I said, okay, it's our responsibility to make you pass. And then I gave him some videos to watch, but after 3 days, I asked him, what have you done? He said, sir, nothing, I have no time. Then we scheduled a time with him, 11 p.m. Saudi time, and we started, okay, we will revise everything again. You will do this short questions, and then we will revise in the night. And
Okay.
that practice, we had 35 live classes again, one-to-one classes, following his wrong questions, and then he came back on track. So very hard journey by him to take the out of his busy schedule, and now success is his. So Mr. Fazan, up to you how you want to summarize your journey, and then we will go in the detail.
But I want to put
First of all,
special
yeah.
emphasis, Mr. Fazan. I want you to put special emphasis on your travel. Because Mr. Sami, whenever I used to ask him, he said that I write it down here, a lot of travel. Please go ahead.
Actually, okay, let me start with the travel history actually. So within our organization, actually, before 3 years, there has been some restructuring and they fired a lot of guys. So luckily, I was the lone survivor at the end of that whole change. And basically, before we were having all the team members, engineers, and managers in the every region of Saudi Arabia and business wise. So after all of that restructuring, I got promoted. Basically, it was good for me at the end. I got promoted to the corporate team, and I am based in the central region of Saudi Arabia, and my responsibilities and my projects are spread across the kingdom.
Hmm.
So, as Mr. Sami said, minimum 2 times in a week I have to travel. So this is very engaging for me, and I stay occupied with my job a lot. And Alhamdulillah, I have 2 kids as well. and both kids are small, so they are very demanding. They want to play with me all the time. They have their own schedule, like they have play games, and before sleeping they have their own sessions. Now we will play this, and a lot of goes on around every day. So when before 6 months, you can say I was never attracted towards these kind of certifications. So I was more of a, like, a proper degree, masters, and like that kind of thinking I had. And around my circle, I had couple of guys who did project management, and they are actually working as a program management, and they're working as a program manager in very big companies like Siemens and STC. So we have our alumni association in Saudi Arabia for the NUST. I am from the NUST. So I got a little bit inspired by them. Then I had the basic introduction of the program management from the internet, Google, basically. So when I read all of that, I thought that whatever my organization is doing, this is actually a program management. They are not following the rules as specified by PMI, but this is basically a program management, how they are doing it in Saudi Arabia. So I was somewhat relating my work to the program management. And then one of the students of Mr. Amer, he did PMP. I have actually many friends who did PMP from you.
Uh-huh.
So,
You never told me
uh,
that before.
so during a dinner gathering about 6 months ago, they they also know about my work, and they told me that you should go for program management. They said to me, I never mentioned it. So
Okay.
they know my profile, and they know how what is the nature of my work. So they suggested I should do program management. At that time, I did not even have the phone number, or the even I did not knew the name of any test center or training center.
Okay.
So I asked them, okay, give me some reference. So they were your students, and they gave me your number. And literally on the same day after dinner at night time, I texted you that I want to do program management, but I don't want to do PMP. So basically, because I was never attracted towards this kind of certification. So program management was something relevant to my work. So I texted you, and you, as always, can do. So you made up my mind, and then I was thinking maybe it will take a couple of months from me, and I will clear it. Then you, on the same day, literally on the same day, we had the first class. So it happened very quickly. Before, I never thought of it, and then when we got into it, on the same day, I had my first lecture with Mr. Sami. So after that, this whole my busy job and traveling and family, everything. Initial 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I was like very much committed to it. I was giving a lot of time, but then the reality prevails. So it was very difficult for me to manage the time. And even at that time, I was allowed to work from home. Uh, Actually, our head office and main offices and my main team, it is in Jeddah based, and I am in Riyadh. It is a 1,000 kilometer distance city. So I was even allowed for working from home. Even then, it was very difficult for me to take the time out every day.
Okay. Just to
And
understand, while we started, you were working from home, but you were traveling on certain days.
yeah, yes, the job was still it is so demanding that even working from home, it is like all the time, 24/7 we are working. It is that kind of job.
Okay.
So traveling is a add-on difficulty into it. So then with the passage of time, we got the classes and everything, and we did lot of practice and mocks. And now when I look back into it, I say that the initial lectures that I took from Mr. Sami, uh, everything else don't even balance that. They were so fruitful that the whole concept, the whole crux of the PGMP is, trapped into that 7 lectures. And your small booklet, it is very small in when we compare it to the PGMP booklet, their own. So if you see their book, you will never, uh, gather the courage to start and finish it. So, like, in if somebody from India, Pakistan is hearing, there is a saying that darya ko kuze mein band karna. So that is the kind of approach that you have. That it is a very long course, actually, very long booklet from PMI, but your booklet is very simplified and very to the point, and it covers basically everything. And after these 7 lectures, which covers all the content and all the booklet, there are a lot of mock-ups and PDF files for your test practices. When you go into that, you basically put yourself into the scenario of what the industry is doing. So a lot of practice that at the end results that it induces in you that you start imagining that I am program manager in some critical program, like how Mr. Sami, he designed his questions like critical program for our organization. So you start imagining yourself like, there is a empathy section of program management in the book, like leadership quality and program management. So empathy is like, putting yourself in the other shoes. So you start putting yourself in a shoe of a program manager, and that takes you to the believing that I can do it. So after a lot of practice and these lectures, Alhamdulillah, I was in kind of job that even when I wrote my application, it is the application part is one of very difficult part in this whole journey.
That's a very
So
important
when
thing. Now we
uh,
are coming to a journey. So, okay, now we are moving from this to application. And this was your first PMI connection anyway, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
first one,
okay.
never did before,
So
never
never
thought of
done before and straightforward when we are coming to the application is the interesting part into that. Okay, okay.
it.
So now before we move towards application, Mr. Sami, do you want to add something on his how the 7 classes were because he has well crafted this thing. Now I want you to put special application, especially when your friends will watch. I'm gonna actually write down after your journey. I was waiting for you. I'm gonna write down your journey on LinkedIn, right? So do tell me which friends I can tag them also for recommending them. So Fazan, how was the application? Why it was tough? Why it was different? Because for me, I always love more than the exam part. I love the application part, right?
Yeah. So,
Please.
uh, when we started the application after initial couple of classes, when we got into the application part, this application was first of all very long and very detailed. It has to prove in itself that you are already a program manager. This is the basic concept of a PGMP application.
Mm-hmm.
So when I got the reference contacts and samples of applications, I felt it is very difficult to even clear the application.
Mm-hmm.
But then, like I mentioned, that luckily I was on a role in my organization where they are not following the program management criteria, like they are not doing this all of these things that as program management. But when I got the concept of program management in detail, and then I try to translate all of the work which we are doing. Actually, it is not a made up application. That work we actually did already in the past 4 or 5 years. So I translated all of my job role and what I am doing or my colleagues are doing. If we sum that up as a program management, so because of that, it became very easy for me. Otherwise, this application itself, it is a very difficult task to complete and to pass it. So Alhamdulillah, I passed the application very quickly in the first week. I think it took only one day for its initial assessment. I forgot what was the process of it, but uh, I I cleared the application very quickly and very easily because I could relate to program management due to the work I am doing. But application itself, it is very difficult, and
Why do you say it's difficult?
even
Like you cleared it easily, but why do you think then it is a difficult?
I say that because, for example, if I was not having the experience of job which I have,
Hmm.
then I think I would have to lie a lot to complete my application.
Let me tell you interesting part. In last in last 1 years, in last 1 year with the chat GPT, especially when everyone is starting using, everyone thinks application writing is very easy. They forget PMI also use chat GPT, right?
Yeah,
They try to write down the chat GPT and their application is rejected. Like number of application that is rejected is becoming so humongous. So that's why when you write down the application, Mr. Sami reviewed, then Mr. Sami sent it to me. I reviewed when then I send it for the third party. That's how you write it down, then Sami, then me, then third party, just to make sure.
yeah,
But when we submitted your application, that application goes into the right way. Anything else you want to add on the application part?
yeah. Because even if it is a test or interview or anything, when you start making stories, when you start making up stories, you get caught. If you start using Chat GPT, Google, and each and everything like that, you will okay. You go to third, fourth paragraph. After that, you will get caught that this guy is playing around. So
Okay.
anybody, if somebody is new and they don't have relevant experience, I suggest that whatever they are doing, they should try to translate that as a program management, and they should take the application part like imagining their own work as a program management, how they will do it as if it was program management. So that's the key actually.
That's the key. Mr. Sam.
So I will add into that, like Mr. Fazan said, everybody is doing program management or project management, but the key part is to translate it into the language of PMI. What PMI actually wants you to do, and then once you follow the structured approach or step by step doing, because if you read into the one line of PMI, it's very difficult to write the application, right, Mr. Fazan? And then
Yeah, yeah.
we did segment by segment, section by section, heading by heading, and then your thought process starts. What you're actually doing and how you translate it into the language of PMI. So that is the main point, along with the experience.
Okay. Okay. That's
So
yeah.
uh, down the road, this journey got tough and also excited. There have been many times when, as I told you, I was allowed to work from home. But then I started going to office for this course because at home I was getting distracted by my family and kids. So I started going to office, regional office, just to do my you know uh, practice and studies in the
So
meeting room
that's an
where I
interesting
get the
thing to study. You go back to the office, right?
yeah,
That's a very interesting thing to put in the context. I'm in my office. Even on weekend, I do come to my office and stay till 7 p.m. because I know if I go to back home, my kids will say the same thing. Let's go to park. So yeah, I totally resonate.
literally
Yeah.
literally this was a scheduled call and I came out of my home for this call. So so I should not hear the noise.
Okay.
Alhamdulillah, this is all good noise, but it was a distraction
Yeah, of
for
course.
the studies. So I was saying that there have been many times when I reached office couple of hours before the office time starts, and uh, our office, like every other office, it closes in the evening. So I have been in the office till midnight just for this, and also as I have a lot of travels. Okay, many times we got the time, during flight, there is no internet. So what you can do, you download the booklet and you study during the flight. And also, if you reach airport 3, 4 hours before your flight back to home, so I was studying from plane, studying from the car actually, and from the lounge of airport. From you imagine whatever possible time we got, we were engaged in this course.
Okay.
So Alhamdulillah, at the end, it has paid off. That's the
Okay.
relieving part.
Okay. Okay. Mr. Sami, any question on that part? I have few questions. The most important question, how do you feel now?
Oh, like I heard some of your classes from PMP. I don't know why I was listening to that. So in one of class, uh, you were saying that I can't tell you why you should do PMP. I can't encourage you like in a way that it will pay you off. But it has some intangible benefits also. Like it is like any brand. it needs recognition, it needs enhancement. So it is part of your name now, actually. So after I uploaded on LinkedIn, I got lot of calls.
Ah,
More than comments on LinkedIn, I got the calls that you never told us you are doing this and you have even done it now.
now you know
So
why you should have these tags.
yeah, it of course gives the satisfaction. This is the human nature that after every achievement, you feel
Okay,
good about it.
yes. Okay, let's go into the exam mode. How was the exam? And
Oh,
like, yeah.
exam was, uh, totally different from the practice. If I would suggest that all the students that do all the practice from the mocks and these PDF files, it gives a lot of confidence because you keep doing that again and again, and you keep improving on these mocks.
Hmm,
And if you feel like if you are getting 80% in every mock, don't go into believing that you can just do it.
hmm,
So exam, like you also said it, the exam itself tests you.
hmm,
So the content of exam is one thing, content of this course is one thing, that but the PGPMP exam, which is 4 hour long without any break, it is very difficult. You lose focus in the middle, you lose focus at the end.
hmm.
Only the start is easy. Even if you do the questions right or wrong, that is separate thing. But only the first hour is easy. The rest 3 hours you need to retain your energy. You need to retain your focus right now. For I had, and also one more suggestion, that if somebody is smoker, or if somebody like coffee, if somebody like chocolates which can freshen you, must manage time to take the breaks during exam. Now I am a smoker,
Okay,
so
okay,
smoking gives me,
understand.
smoking makes me energetic for another hour.
Of
So
course.
in this exam hall, the when I took break, there was no place for smoking, so I lost focus actually. And Alhamdulillah, I passed, but I got worried that I was losing focus during the exam.
Yeah, that is something that only a smoker knows, that I need to smoke in between. I never had heard anyone saying that. But that is something is a very critical, Mr. Sami, that we can even add that in our final call. That if you are a smoker, like see in the breaks, you can smoke. It's
No, but
Must the basic what I try to say is that must try to manage the time for breaks.
hmm,
If you
must.
don't take break, you will lose focus. It is not saving time. You are actually destroying the next part of
You are
the exam.
destroying your time. It's not the saving of the time that you are
Yeah.
doing it, but more of the way that you are changing that thing that
It
can.
will cause more damage actually.
Ah,
and also one important thing, as he mentioned, you went for smoking, but there was no smoking place. So if you are a smoker, or if you are, please visit the center earlier to confirm that if this facility is there. So this is also one of the things, because he was not allowed to smoke because they didn't have
Yeah.
the smoking facility,
yeah.
smoking place.
Plus, Mr. Sami, most of the places have that no smoking
Yeah.
zone area. So you have to go to a certain region, like in a building I am right now. If I want to smoke, I have to go out of the building. I go downside, and outside there is a area that you need to smoke. So if somebody does not smoke much, I don't want to do it. Right? So this is a very important thing. I like what Mr. Sami said, that visit at least a day before, right? Visit at least a day before, so that you are in the context into that, how to work into that part, right? I like that part. Okay, let's talk about the exam. Did you take the breaks, by the way? Both breaks or one break?
I took 2 breaks, but those breaks make made me even more tense when I knew that
Mm,
okay, smoking is not allowed.
mm.
Mm.
But you can only know that in the break. Without going to the break, could not know.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, of course, you have to go. Must you get out of your seat after 1 hour? This that is must.
okay, okay. Uh, how?
And also, you were asking me about exams, so I covered the this breaking and getting back your focus. Uh, like I said, after doing lot of practice and mocks, you get lot of confidence that overconfident can kill you sometimes. The exam itself is a test, and also this kind of content is that they change the scenario with 2 words and the whole answer will change. Just don't jump to conclusion. when you will start doing the exam questions, you will feel that, oh, this kind of question I have already done.
Hmm.
And you will uh, very quickly you reach to a choice in the answers, four answers that you will think, okay, this is a direct answer. But if you don't read the question in full and you don't understand how they are trying to catch you or trap you, then you will make a lot of mistakes. So don't get overconfident by the internal these practice and mocks. These are our own mocks. We can do again and again. We have the error of mistake, room for error, and we can improve that. But exam is a one-time thing. So
Well,
just don't jump to conclusion and don't relate the question in exam to the mocks.
hmm. Hmm.
This is very
And
important.
I love to say that one more thing on that. Don't relate question number one with question number two. Question number two
Yeah,
with three. It has no relationship.
yeah.
No question like 1 to 170. All are different scenario, independent, mutually exclusive, no relationship with each other. Mr. Sami, please.
So, Mr. Fazan, coming to your point, you said that don't relate the exam question with the mocks. So, in that practice, when we had the coaching call in which we were reviewing the wrong questions, and then we said, okay, this is a trick he played. How important was it in helping you to pass the exam, the coaching call that we had, and we reviewed the wrong questions?
Like they say, failure is a tool for improving. Like when you have enlisted all of your wrong answers, and then when you go back to the wrong answers, you after the question which is wrong, you get two answers. The first answer is which was your choice and it was eventually wrong, and you also get the answer which is right, and you get a description. Then you try to imagine the whole scenario of question that okay, it was asking this and I thought this, I was thinking wrong. So actually, your perception about the question was wrong. That led you to the wrong choice. So when you go back to the wrong questions and you see, okay, this is the right answer, and why it is right answer, when you read that, so it clarifies the whole scenario of the question, and it actually the wrong questions are more useful than the right questions when you are doing
Mm.
practice, because when you do the when you if your question is correct, you will not go back to that. But any question which you have attempted and it was wrong, you will go back to that and it will stay with you. You will know what was my mistake and what was actually the right
Mm.
thing.
So, it means that doing the root cause analysis of every question and then discussing with the mentor is very important to
Very
clarify
important.
your to clarify the thought process.
Yeah. Or
Right.
what they say, you fool me once, shame on you. You fool me twice, shame on me.
Right. So this is a uh, very good thing. So
Okay.
coming back to the practice that we were doing. So once you were doing the thing, the very good thing I would like to mention here what Mr. Fazan was doing. He was extracting the wrong questions on a Word file. He compiled for every wrong question, this and that. He reviewed it, and then again in the night we were reviewing it, and we were having the thought process why this is not the right answer and why it is the wrong answer. So that's a very good trick for all of you, because once in the last 2 weeks when you are reviewing, only try to go through the wrong questions. Okay, so Mr. Fazan, when we started the revision class in 27th of June, then in end of July we were almost ready again, but then came the new elite mock questions that we recently
Yeah.
added, and then suddenly we went again from 80% to 55% and 60%. How was the feeling, and how you relate, not about the difficulty level or the one that you told me content is same but the way is different? How important was that change in the tone?
That actually came in a very good time before, you can say, a couple of weeks from my scheduled date of exam. So from all the practice and all of the tests and mocks that we did, we were feeling again very good that okay, we are doing great.
Mm.
So in the last 2 weeks, then another mocks came, which were new for me or you or our team. When we did that, and our score again went down drastically. We actually, in the first attempt, we failed all of the elite mocks.
Mm.
Only, I think, a couple of mocks, small mocks we cleared, but all of them we were failing. So that made us realize that, it is not enough.
Mm.
The practice is never enough. The concept and understanding the question is very important. The same mocks which we failed, In the second attempt, we again reached again after
Hmm.
above 80%.
I love this concept. Mock you can do again and again, but exam this one time. You cannot review and RCA. I
Yeah,
have a student, Mr. Sami.
Hmm.
Uh, he didn't join my program. We had like 3 time conversation last 2 years. He failed 2 time in PMP, and he said that he actually 3 years back he actually asked PMI to send the question answers. He want to review it, and he wanted to sue them how they are failing it. So that's an important thing. PMI does not share question answers, right?
yeah, yeah.
PMI does not share questions. You cannot do root cause analysis. Okay, Mr. Sami, anything else, or I can ask?
Yes, that is all okay. So that means that practice makes a man perfect, and then when you are going for the exam, this more of a different
Yeah.
tone of the questions and having the root cause and having the baseline was there. And one important thing, how you relate eco with the booklet and the exam tone questions. How important was the eco or is the eco?
Eco actually, when you read the eco, it takes you again back to the whole content of the program management, the flow of work, and the flow of documents, their interdependencies. Like if you want to get to some certain documents, you have to do this before, or if you do this, and you will get that.
Hmm.
So all of that, when you read it, okay, it relates to the whole content or syllabus of the PGMP, but don't waste your time on trying to cramming it. It will not help you. The exam questions are not so simple that they will ask you directly, okay, you want to do this, what you have to do before that. So exam questions are not very simple. Eco is very important, and if you are reading eco and you are getting the whole concept, it means your concept is clear.
Hmm.
And if you are reading the eco and you getting confused during reading the eco, it means you have to go back to the syllabus now. So eco is, you can say, your self test. Just read it, and during reading the eco, you are getting everything. Okay, okay, I know this, I know this, I know this. So it means that the previous part you have done well. And
Great.
if you feel that eco you are reading and you are not even understanding the eco, it means that you have to improve the previous part.
Hmm.
So no need to cram it or
Hmm.
remember how the things flow. It will not help you like that.
Hmm.
Very good.
Okay. How was in the entire journey, how has been the follow-up system for you? From day
Yeah,
one
yeah.
till
Follow up was so strict that sometime if you want to refuse to take the class, you will feel ashamed. Yeah, Sheikh, this is my teacher. He is asking me again and again. No, I have to do it. No, I have to do it. So follow up is, it is a driving factor in this journey, because all of your students, they are professionals. They are doing jobs and they have families and everything. So this follow up, it has been driving factor. Teacher is a teacher. You have a lot of respect for your teacher, and if teacher is following you, it means you have to do it. Otherwise, you will get easy on it. So follow up was first of all very strong by Mr. Sami. You yourself will forget sometime, but your teacher will not forget. This was
we
very,
we will not forget until you become PMP.
And one more, and just adding to the follow up, when we said okay, we are meeting, and his good thing that even it was 11 p.m. In the Saudi Arabia, or even sometime we took the classes 12:30 a.m. also, right? In midnight. He said that
yeah.
I'm just reaching home in 20 minutes. Can we take the class? So I was available because we adjusted the schedule. Even for 20 minutes, we took the class. So that was also his commitment and dedication to adapt to, and we were moving forward. Yes, Mr. Faizan?
Love. If it is two-sided, it is successful.
Right.
And now, if the student and teacher both are committed to this, you know, objective, then finally it will be achieved.
Yeah.
Right. Very good.
Thank you
Great.
very much for Mr. Sami making sure that Fazan becomes certified program management professional. Thank you, Fazan, for sticking with for such a long time and making sure that you do not need PMP to become
Yeah,
PMP. You can. Thank you very much. It has been an honor to work with you throughout the journey.
I
And
am very grateful to you, both of you. Thank you very much.
Fazan, do share a good
Thank
picture of me. I'm gonna upload your journey first thing as tomorrow. Probably, if you can send the picture right now to Mr. Sami, I'll upload it right now.
A picture of a certificate.
No, a picture of yours. I have your picture. I'll
for a
put
Uh-huh.
thumbnail.
for success.
Uh,
For, for
okay,
thumbnail.
okay,
Okay.
okay, okay,
Okay. Thank you
okay.
very much.